impossible to please everybody in this job. You should know, no matter how much information a Circle Line tour guide gives out, at least one person getting off the boat leans over their shoulder, highly offended. Well, you didn't mention this. I left out something that concerns their neighborhood, their place of business, their ethnic group, their religious group, and therefore I'm a bigot. You should also know the person, one or two people behind them, complains over their shoulder, you never shut up. If you want a job where somebody constantly tells you how to do it better, apply at the beach. 23 seasons ago, one of the very first trips I gave at Circle Line, a woman from Europe was enraged by what captivated me. Inwood Park, to our left, Manhattan's only natural tourist. Now, what was this woman's complaint from 23 years ago, word for word? But there's nothing up here. And I kept saying to her over and over, that's the point. We use underground tunnels for our water today. A writer used to walk up here with his beautiful young sweetheart. Sad tale. Tuberculosis took her too young, so he wrote a poem about her and the chimes that played in the tower. The poem is actually named for his cousin. Her name fit the theme and the beat better. Annabelle Lee, the writer at around the poem. First line in the poem talks about their kingdom by the sea. Doesn't that tower look like it goes to a castle? Some say Poe's ghost still haunts High Bridge, looking for his lost love. Probably looking for his cottage. It's been moved 3 times. To the left on the hill, there's a cluster of apartment towers. All 14 lanes of Interstate 95 go underneath them. Robert Moses didn't care Poe's cottage or Alexander Hamilton's mansion was in the way. Build the highway and move the homes. When Interstate 95 starts across the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, it becomes the Cross Bronx Expressway, usually prefaced by this phrase. Traffic is backed up on the Cross Bronx Expressway, all the way back to the apartments. Look to your right. You ever see a Hugh Grant, Sandra Bullock film 2 Weeks Notice? This is the traffic jam they're stuck in after the anchor. Our next bridge is the Washington Bridge. Not the George Washington Bridge. Same president honored, different bridge, different highway. Route 1, the oldest highway in the nation, crosses here. Some insight to Robert Moses, an actual quote. Why can't we have 2 bridges named for George Washington? He was a great man. We'll have the old one and the new one. No one will mix them up. The word you're looking for is hubris. Unless you're Jewish, your choice you might have made. Good spot. To your left, the red brick tower is the Balfour Science Center of Yeshiva University. Not Jewish, but I moved into a Jewish neighborhood in '85 when I came to New York. All these signs, yeshiva this, yeshiva that. I asked a Jewish friend what it meant. She said it literally meant to sit. And because every single building with the sign had a school inside, it kind of meant to sit and learn. And this is part of the eldest, most prestigious Jewish Study Center in the United States. The tall tower is the Balfour Science Center of Yeshiva University. And for a science lesson, look at the rock along the water to your left, and you'll see drill marks for dynamite. Compare it to the rock on the right. On the right, nice. G-N-E-I-S-S. Scientific name is pronounced nice. To your left, big, heavy, and dense. Try to break it with a shovel. You'll say, ah, schist. S-C-H-I-S-T, get me dynamite. It's why we can build the tall skyscrapers cheaply. The best example, the Empire State Building, over 1,000 feet tall. Yet its foundation is only 60 feet deep. The rock is a natural cantilever. The rock they blew out weighs more than that building at 34th Street, 5th Avenue, 102 stories tall. To your right, the Harlem River Towers, some locals might call the Roberto Clemente Towers. Growing up near the Pittsburgh airport, I watched Roberto Clemente play right field for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Owned at 12 consecutive Gold Gloves for outfield. Only Willie Mays and Clemente did 12 in a row. 4 times the National League batting champion, more times than Willie Mays. Clemente is also one of 30 people in baseball to have 3,000 or more hits. His World Series batting average record for the 71 series stood for more than 25 years. But beyond all this, great humanitarian. He used to give free baseball clinics to kids in Latin America. The left side of the bridge, Brooklyn, you should visit. Prospect Park, Coney Island, New York Aquarium, great restaurants, great shopping, even better people. Before the bridge connected them, more than 22 million future Americans sailed between them. To our left now, the first fully electric lighthouse in the U.S., Lady Liberty led the way. Never think about her as a lighthouse, because she's a witch. But what woman doesn't have work to do? After being robbed in Paris, Kim Kardashian West retired to her apartment in Tribeca. The Holland Tunnel comes out on Canal Street. Barclay Street, the West Side Highway, 2 sides of the triangle below Canal, Tribeca. 1.6 million per room. Raise your hand if in the last 5 years you've used carpet paper, dittos, or mimeographs. Older people are smiling, younger people are confused. This is my point. Now raise your hand if in the last 5 hours you've used a copy machine, fax, text, or email. And the hands will shoot up. Fewer than 50% of jobs in the financial district today are financial. The buildings from the 20s aren't designed for the computers of the 21st century. So, Time Life Publishing and other creative folks have moved downtown, and the Time Life Publishing building north of Times Square is all financial. And what used to be industrial is artistic and residential and developed for the rich. Soho and Tribeca, 1.6 million per room. Look left, see how Manhattan sticks out into the river at a square angle? That's not natural, she's been enhanced. Battery Park City, anything dug out or destroyed, to build the first buildings in New York, designed purposely for fax and computers, was dumped in the tub to your left. This is 92 acres of residential landfill. At the tunnel, and oh, by the way, to your right, top right corner of the bend, the long cream-colored building inspired Wayne Manor. Batman comic franchise turned 77 this past year. Daily 1.2 million vehicles enter Manhattan and try to park in half as many parking spaces. Pier 76 to your left, the Great Pier, you see a half-open door. See the cars? That's all the illegally parked vehicles in Midtown that were towed here. Cost $285, the experience priceless. Behind it, black and gray glass, the Jacob Javits Convention Center, 4 blocks long, is too small. Las Vegas has a convention center 3 times bigger. Environmentally, Javits is green. But Vegas gets the green, if you know what I mean, because they can host more than one convention at once. At the treetop level to your left, the High Line. An abandoned elevated freight railroad, redone as a world-famous rolling park, a 1.5 miles long. Empire is going to play peekaboo, but to your left, you'll see a building that looks like a 1930s rocket ship on top. That's Empire. What will block your view 2 decades from now? $18 billion of hotels, offices, and residential buildings. The Hudson River Yards to your left, the largest private development in U.S. history. To your right, Lincoln Harbor Marina, just to the right of the blue UBS Bank building. See the sailboat masts? Okay. On the morning of September 11th, so we're clear, I have the day off. But my co-workers evacuated more than 40,000 people from lower Manhattan to here under 6 hours. August 14th, 2003, the Northeast blackout. I have the day off. Circle Line evacuated more than 8,000 here. It will be 8 years ago, mid-January, that Sully and Skiles landed a jet plane in this river. The Circle Line Manhattan responded. Some of the crew members on board our ship worked that day. I had the day off. Aren't you glad I'm here? So again, to your left, behind the building with the 5 or 6 water tanks on top is the Empire State Building. It's at 34th Street, 5th Avenue. The observation decks open at 8 in the morning, stay open until 2 the next, but if you're really adventurous, would you come back in February? We hold a race up the steps. Talk show host Kelly Ripa once climbed in 16 minutes, 8 seconds to place 6th in the amateur women's division. 34th Street, 5th Avenue. It's about this time of year a poem is read. It's officially...
Show, ainda que ainda